guys and girls, it's Glasby here, bringing you a League of Legends free champion of the week. This week we are looking at Gangplank, the dangerous pirate of the league. Now, these guides that I'm going to be bringing out every single week along this channel will be aimed at new players and current existing players who are looking to try new champions and never played them. Just looking for simple, quick guides. It's a simple guide of how to play it, how his abilities work, etc. Now, the guides I'm going to be doing, because they're aimed at the lower levels, will be on a low level account. The reasons for this will be because new players will look, they'll watch the pro games, and they'll realise that the actual games are nothing like that. There won't be anything to do with that, and the low levels will not have runes and masteries. Now that is important in these because it's focusing more on the champions at hand, and we'll learn more on how to play the actual champions than learning all the masteries and stuff behind it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a pro player, I'm still learning. I would class myself as a good player, and hopefully I'm going to be able to help some of you guys out there and how to get better yourself. The first thing I'm doing right here on Gangplank is buying a Brawler's Glove. The reason I'm doing this is to get the Avarice Blade, which we will be needing as soon as we can. It brings in some extra gold and it's extra crit chance, which we need for the build that I like to play with Gangplank. It's not the most powerful build, well, actually I'd say it is the most powerful build, but you are incredibly squishy. It's the most fun build that I like to play. Let's have a look at its abilities here. It's passive, which is on melee hit. It applies a dot, which will slow them and add a slow damage over time effect to them. Now your Q, your parley, also applies this effect, which is why we take parley first. Also with parley, when you get a minion kill using it, you will get an extra gold. It's also just a very nice powerful spell to take first. So we get the Brawler's Glove, 2 health pots, and we take parley as our first ability. So we head into the laning phase, and 2 minutes onwards there will be 2v2 on the top lane, as most low level games do not have a jungler, which I will be covering how to play certain junglers in an upcoming videos in future weeks. So we'll be 2v2 against a Jax and a Teemo here. Unfortunately my Garen is no longer here at the moment, as he took a bit of damage before the laning side. He carelessly face checked a bush, so he's had to recall. Luckily he didn't give away first blood, so that's still up for grabs at the moment. So let's just hopefully try and get our Q. Now parley is trying to get the last hits on minion, getting that extra gold. So unfortunately I can't really get close to them with the mean 2v1. Now with Gangplank at early game, you don't particularly want to go into the enemies. You don't want to be starting on them just yet. You want for them to come to you, or you want your Garen here. Hopefully he will go onto them and we can start doing damage that way, providing a backup with a parley. But you don't want to be going in first yourself. I want to reach level 2, I want to be putting a point in to remove Scurvy, which is your W. This provides you with a small heal and frees you of all roots, stuns, snares, blinds, suppress. It's a get out of jail free card, so when you're against a Jax and a Teemo with a blind and a stun, it's quite handy to take against them. At level 3, you want to be putting another point into your parley. You want to be getting a point in your parley whenever it becomes available, really, because it's your most powerful ability and it's just extra gold every single time. And it adds the dots, so it's always nice to poke the enemies with the parley. At level 4, you want to put your first point into your E. You want to be maxing your E after you've maxed your parley. You of course put the point into your ultimate at level 6, 11 and 16. Now your E provides a nice AoE buff. It provides buffs for nearby allies, which gives you increased movement speed and attack power. Attack damage. It's ability power, attack damage, and it's the same thing. Now your ult provides a big AoE. It slows enemies down in the AoE. It provides a little bit of damage. It's not high damage, but it's mainly used for the slow. Right here, Garen's getting a bit too close. Oh, Jax goes in on the Garen. I'm going to try and help here, because stayed out of his stun. I'm going to get an Ignite and a parley on him, and by dot. The passive from Gangplank picks up the first blood. Now Garen's coming. Oh, his shouldn't have come. No, Garen. No. No, Teemo. Teemo's caught back up on the Garen. I'm going to try and take this Teemo, and I don't have enough mana to use my parley. And I've just evaded the tower hit, and now my mana is enough to hit. I think now that Jax has made his way back, I'm going to recall and get my first item. Now I'm going to go get an Avarice Blade, the one that I told you to get at the start, to get the extra gold on kills, and the extra crit chance, always nice to have. We get the Boots of Speed as well, single boost, move a little bit quicker, get ourselves a ward, and yeah, I might get a couple more extra pots. Might start to play a bit more aggressive now, including some mana pots so I can parley more, and I won't run out of mana like I did on that Teemo. Hopefully that won't happen again, get myself some extra kills. So I'm going to run back up to the top now, and let's get back to more farming, because the next item we're going to start going for is the Infinity Edge. I'm going to go full damage here with Gangplank. You want the crit chance and you want the damage. Now you're going to be incredibly squishy, but if you can time your attacks right and you stay out of fights until you're needed, you can get incredibly fed. I'm hoping that is what I'm going to happen right now. We're getting incredibly fed against this team. Now that I'm back at the top lane, I'm going to go and place the ward just outside Baron. Is where I'm going to place it. Just a big monster here that will spawn at the, I think it's 15-minute mark it spawns. This way I can see if mid's coming up to the top and try and avoid any ganks there. Usually at these low level games, your mid tends not to wander up, but now and again you will get smurfs. Granted, I'm one of the smurfs in this game, but you will get other smurfs that will come up to the top and destroy you if you don't got it warded. Best to be safe and sorry, it's only a 75 gold, it's not a major setback. So right now we're going to start trying to get some more gold by farming more with the advice blade and my Q, giving an extra, I think it's 10 gold, you get an extra 10 gold per minion kill here to get these on. So when we go into the fight, when we decide to turn on them, like Garen's going on now, we'll initiate by using my E first, which will give us all a nice speed buff and attack damage buff, and then just your Q whenever you comes available off cooldown, unless of course Jax has his spinning thing up, which allows him to dodge it. We use that as much as we can and just auto attacking. It's mainly an auto attack champion as Gangplank, but if you can get your Qs and your crit chance up, hopefully we'll be able to see some incredibly powerful crits later on into this game. Now, as we are farming here, I've noticed that Jax is in the bush above us and Garen is looking ridiculously low health. I'm just hoping that Jax, oh there he is now, Jax is coming on with the stun. I'm going to W out of the stun, hit him with a parlay, hit him with a few auto attacks. I think I got a lucky crit in there, which is why we've got the Avarice Blade, and I've got the second kill on Jax. I also got level 6 with that, giving me my ultimate ability. Put the point straight in there, and I want this team to come a little bit closer. So I'm going, as soon as my E becomes off cooldown, I reckon I can get him with this. To have Ignite available as well, I'm going to E into him with the ult, Q, put the Ignite on as well, walk away with the 2 dots on him. Cool guys, do not look at explosions. We pick up the 3rd kill and get the killing spree. I've been back to the shop again, and I've got a BF sword, I got a dagger for the boots, I'm in Berserker Greaves boots, and I got a pickaxe as well. Now Jax is going to go in again on Garen here. He doesn't realise that I've got a little more damage than last time. I'm going to avoid his stun, place my ult down, allowing Garen to escape. I'm going to pick up quite an easy kill on the Jax there. I think he's a bit more surprised at how much damage I'm actually doing now, because it's kind of let me get a bit ahead now with this extra farm. I'm going to hit Teamwork with a couple of pallies, neither of them critting. Once again, I need to get a bit more damage into this to get my crit chance even higher. Right now, I'm about to get ganked by the Fiora who's come all the way from bottom to come and get me, and I'm just going to hit by a team mushroom. I'm going to use my W, remove scurvy, to remove the slow of that and make an escape. This is why you should always have your W available from level 2. You never know when a gank may come from, and you never know how easy it is to avoid thanks to the W. So the basic things to remember for Gangplank is when you're going into the fight, use your E first, get your speed and the damage, use your Q whenever it comes available, save your W until you've been stunned or immobilized or anything like that. Use it to gouge heal. If we don't use it because you need a little bit of a heal, only use it if that's the case if you're, say, low health and they are also low health and it's a duel to the death, then it's fine to use your W. Using your ult to help teammate can be used in the middle of a team fight or for your guaranteed gank. It's used to help teammates because it can be used across the map, allowing them to escape. The final build that I used was Berserker Greaves, Infinity Edge, Static Shiv, Phantom Dancer, and going towards a Bloodthirster. I'm going to leave you now with some footage of how the rest of that game turned out.